So was Hillary in the race for 2016 or not? Back on April 12th, Hillary Clinton announced that she is running for president. There was no major speech, no cheering crowds, and no special kickoff event. She basically phoned it in with an email to donors and an online video claiming to want to be the champion of the little guy who has the deck stacked against him in the Obama economy. The last count I saw shows Hillary taking around 8 questions from reporters since her announcement, as opposed to, say, former chair of the Central Intelligence Agency External Advisory Board, Carly Fiorina, who has been in the race just over 2 weeks and has taken literally hundreds of questions on the fly from the media. Hillary certainly hasn't stopped the one-way conversation, but continues to speak to hand-picked crowds and hold staged events with Democrat staffers like the one we saw in the mechanic's garage, so clean you could eat off the floor. Thus far, the Scooby-Doo caravan hasn't at all been very presidential, so much so that even her trained circus poodles in the media are taking note. Nick Confessori of the New York Times doesn't like it at all.
It's like watching an armored car drive through Iowa. It doesn't feel like a real campaign. It doesn't. And she can do that. She can afford to do it for a while, I think. She's extremely popular in her party. Her name ID is through the roof, right? There are certain, questions that aren't really a concern for her. But it doesn't feel like an organic campaign.
Well, that's because it's not a campaign, Nick. If it doesn't walk like a duck and quack like a duck, it's not a duck. You can't say you're trying out for the New York Yankees and then just tell the world why you should make the team. You have to actually try out. What's obvious is that Hillary can't stand the heat, so she's staying out of the kitchen. And why not? Her sense of entitlement is so off the charts that she doesn't even believe she should condescend to speak to anyone. I'm not exactly sure what she's worried about. In the good old days, being a criminal was a disqualification for holding any public office. But Obama has brought the bar to a new low. Nowadays, anything goes. I don't think she'll be able to keep her awkward appearances down to a Chipotle cameo for long. Sooner or later, she's going to have to answer for her past, whether it be on the campaign trail, in a congressional hearing, or as a defendant. Thanks for listening, and be sure to catch The Weekly Ray Warner Show and subscribe at iTunes or at theraywarnershow.com.